Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Belinda Benefits, and with me tonight is the one and only Ace. Tonight's top story: Camden is making changes to their 401k plan. Camden is committed to making sure our 401k plan is designed to help you meet your retirement and financial goals. As a result of this commitment, we've decided to implement changes to our existing investment options. Why are we changing the investment options? Great question, Ace! After closely analyzing our current options, Camden has determined that the new investment options will reduce costs to plan participants and streamline the investment options. So, what changes can you expect to see? Let's go to our on-the-scene correspondent, John Doe, to get some answers. John?
Thanks, Belinda. When the market closes at 4 p.m. Eastern Time on September 3, 2014, the following investment options will be added to the investment lineup. Just look at those new investment options. Aren't they lovely? Let's give them a round of applause. There are a total of 9 new funds plus 13 freedom funds. Some investment options currently offered through the plan will no longer be available. As a result, all existing balances and future contributions will be transferred to the new investment options. Take a look at this chart to review which options will be removed and how they will be mapped to a new option. If a current investment option is being removed, it will be mapped to a new fund. In most cases, a fund that does not have a direct replacement will be mapped to your default Freedom Fund. If an existing investment option is being replaced by a new comparable option, it will be mapped to the new similar fund. The transfer of balances will appear as an exchange on your account history and quarterly statement. You may also receive a prospectus as a result of this transaction. I think it's time for me to get out of here. Back to you, Belinda and Ace.
Thanks, John. Goodness, I hope he's going to be all right. Yes, I agree, Ace. Let's move on to our next topic, share class changes. Camden understands that the fees and expenses of the investments you select have an impact on the overall returns of your portfolio. Therefore, we are pleased to offer the new share class, which has a lower expense ratio than the prior share class. Because of the overall size of our plan, we now qualify for lower investment fees. What exactly does this mean for Camden 401k plan participants? Fantastic question, Ace! The new share class will offer you the same investment strategy and risk, but the overall expenses will be lower. Bottom line, the new share classes have different codes, which can result in savings for you. Now let's go to Rima Rubio, who's going to tell us more about freedom funds and other important information.
Thanks, Belinda. I'm here on location visiting the future site of Camden Enchanted, and it's just beautiful, truly magical. But let's get back to our discussion about the 401k plan. As mentioned before, in most cases, investment options that do not have a direct replacement will be mapped to your default Freedom Fund. What exactly is a Freedom Fund? Fidelity Freedom Funds are an institutional series of Fidelity Target Date Retirement Mutual Funds based on your date of birth and the assumption that you will retire at age 65. Simply find your date of birth range on this chart to determine which Fidelity Freedom K Fund your contributions and existing balances will be directed to. Due to the upcoming investment option changes, it is important to mention that there will be action required on your part if you use the automatic rebalance feature. If you are currently using the automatic rebalance feature offered through the plan and you would like to continue using this feature, you must update your rebalance elections given the changes to the plan lineup that will occur on September 3rd. Fidelity is not able to adjust your rebalance elections to reflect the upcoming plan-directed fund reallocation changes. As a result, your automatic rebalance elections will not occur as scheduled if you have a current investment option that will no longer be offered. If you have questions or need assistance with the automatic rebalance feature, log on to Fidelity Net Benefits at www.401k.com or call 1-800-835-5097. Now back to you, Belinda and Ace.
Wow, that certainly does look like a magical place. Thank you, Rima, for that very informative report. So, Ace, we've now explained to everyone what changes will happen on September 3rd. Is there anything else you'd like to add? Oh, I'm so glad you brought that up. Let's go over what actions the plan participants now need to take. If you are satisfied with how your current investment elections will be modified, as shown on the previous charts, no action is required on your part. Camden has worked carefully to map the existing balances and future contributions to funds that have the most closely aligned investment objectives. However, if you do not want these changes to take place, you must contact Fidelity to change your investment options to your preferred selections. You can log on to your Fidelity account at www.401k.com or call Fidelity's customer service line at 800-835-5097. Now, let's turn it over to Sunny Sullivan for our 401k weather forecast. Take it away, Sunny.
Good evening. Expect a 100% chance of a great 401k plan overview starting now and sustaining for the next minute and a half. Let's check out the map for some eligibility and enrollment facts. The future's looking bright for employees who meet 6 months of service. Once an employee completes 6 months of service, he or she will automatically be enrolled at a 2% contribution rate per paycheck, unless they opt out of the plan within 30 days prior to their eligibility date. You may be wondering, how much can I contribute to my 401k plan? Employees can contribute anywhere between 1% and 60% of their eligible compensation per paycheck, up to the IRS maximum. Want to know more about our company matching? The forecast looks very favorable. You'll feel extra cool when you receive free money in your account through the company matching program. Camden matches 100% of the first 2% you contribute and 50% of the next 5% you contribute, up to the maximum of $3,000 per year. Now it's a great time to review your contribution percentage and increase your retirement savings. If you start saving now, expect a downpour of savings upon retirement. And hey, you never know when you'll need that extra money for a future rainy day. Back to you, Belinda and Ace.
Great advice, Sunny. Thank you for that excellent 401k forecast. Oh yes, thank you, Ace, for the reminder. Camden employees can expect to receive an email from our benefits team with detailed information regarding these investment changes. Look for it this week. Of course, employees are always welcome to contact the Human Resources Department with any questions they may have. Feel free to contact any of these members from our benefits team with questions about your 401k plan. They'll be happy to help. Well, that's it for tonight's Camden Breaking News. Remember, the most important steps in saving for your retirement is to start early, contribute as much as you can, and do what you can afford. Thank you and good night.